What's up guys, welcome back to the current video. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the video. So guys, this one's about, this is embarrassing for Roblox. 3, 2, 1, let's begin.
Roblox just did something embarrassing. People are disappointed in Roblox. Some pretty big updates got announced and more wild news today. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Most of you aren't and anything helps, so let's get right into it. Alright, first let's start with Roblox doing something pretty embarrassing yesterday, as well as kind of breaking a lot of games. Let me show you what I mean. So Maxwell here tweeted out saying, "We've officially gone full circle. Roblox has moderated their own mesh, the right upper leg for the default R15 rig. Roblox moderation has been
R15, yep,
for well over
it got
a decade,
like
but this is
removed.
utterly embarrassing. How's the AI moderation going over there, David Bazuki?" So yeah, if you guys are confused what's going on, yesterday Roblox moderated their own package and their own like R15.
Yes,
and they kind of
that's
ruined
what,
it, because as you can see in this image right
there's
here,
some,
for some reason it was
like
super
short
niche
blocks
and weird
upload
what they
videos,
did,
so you can
but for
check
some
that out.
reason only the right
actually,
upper
you can
leg
look,
piece
Shark
got
Blocks
moderated and
uploaded
it was
it, so
deleted.
yeah.
I don't know how that works or like what the deal was,
It was
but
yesterday.
it got deleted and moderated, which is super embarrassing because Roblox moderation has been so terrible, and they've also been having, I think, AI moderation, like people
it's
said,
been terrible.
and their moderation has gotten so bad that they're deleting Roblox official items, which is crazy. And not only is this bad because yesterday it broke a lot of avatars. I know a lot of people are walking around with this piece missing because a lot of people obviously use, R15. But also with that being said, a lot of games themselves are broken because they use R15. Like for example, as we can see here, Arsenal was in one game where Roblox has moderated the right upper leg mesh R15 rig, which was made by Roblox themselves. This has affected several games, including Arsenal, to a missing upper leg for their character. So
yes.
Yeah, a lot of games use characters that have R15
They have,
obviously.
I mean, Roblox moderation is like not the best.
And yesterday,
though,
everything that had
yeah.
R15 had that upper leg thing.
Hopefully this one will get sorted out,
which obviously
but
very
yeah,
weird.
right
Also,
now
with that
it's
being
not
said,
looking
what
good
is
to
kinda interesting is
Roblox's
apparently
moderation,
it is
all
like
that
the
stuff.
old R15 kind of rig, but since most games didn't really update it because I think it's like the same thing, it still affected a lot of games and avatars. And in general, with that being said, it's one of the most embarrassing things I've seen from Roblox. The fact that they moderated their own, thing is just wild to see. And it just proves how bad their moderation has gotten. If
Yes.
Roblox themselves can't pass their own moderation, then you know it's a problem. And the worst thing about this is, even after all this, you probably won't even do anything. Literally every day on the platform we see some stupid, ban. And especially over these past few months, if you guys remember, there's been like a increased moderation because for some reason a lot of people who make packages have been getting banned for no reason. And then on top of that, their moderation lets through a bunch of garbage. You can go on the YouTube catalog right now and see a bunch of garbage items. And on top of all that bad moderation, it got to a point where they're also deleting their own items now. It's all just a massive mess and super embarrassing for Roblox themselves. So in general, R15's been broken now, obviously because of this, deletion. And anyways, with that being said, our next story, people being disappointed in Roblox. And if you're wondering why, Ben Hunter tweeted out saying, "Here's some items we believe were for Roblox's 15th birthday, but were scrapped last moment. These look so good, why did they never release?" So yeah, a few years ago was Roblox's 15th birthday, and if you guys aren't aware, typically Roblox has something every year for their birthday. They usually release like a free item or say something about it, and it's always like a nice tradition. But around their 15th birthday, I think was like the whole COVID era where they're doing a bunch of sponsorships and stuff like that. And it seems like they planned to release something, but ended up not releasing it. And they now just got leaked. And a lot of people were disappointed in Roblox, saying this would have been so cool and this would have been so much fun, but for some reason they just stopped doing it. And as we can see here, people are disappointed because, like I mentioned, it's during that whole era where Real Life Guys tweeted out saying, "We could have had free hats, but all we got was Roblox celebrating 15 years of brands and Arthrovid." So yeah,
it was 15 years, so it was in the COVID.
During
That's
the
what they're
15th year anniversary, all they did was release like this garbage video,
and then it has been
celebrating,
leaked.
the brands and stuff, which is very disappointing. And a lot of people are angry at Roblox
That makes
now, being like, this would have been such a cool thing.
I mean,
however, they kind of ruined it. I also wonder why
that's not good
they made
for
them in the first
Roblox.
place.
I mean,
it's kind of interesting.
how Roblox
They
destroyed
made
their
them,
own
and it seems like
community,
they're polished and
like,
everything, but just never
badly.
released them.
They're
I
about
don't
to
really
lose
know why,
players,
or like what
if
the
they keep on
reason
doing
was.
it,
But also what's
then
interesting is apparently,
they
as you
will
can see here,
they
a
will
lot of the items
continue
are
losing
potentially
players
being
a lot.
reused for RDC 2024.
Though it's like a
And
huge
I think
one.
that's why they kind
I
of got brought
doubt-
back up, and that's why
I
people
doubt
found them
Roblox
again,
is gonna-
which is pretty
is
interesting and
gonna-
also pretty disappointing. So Roblox
It's
did
gonna
give away a
like
pretty cool looking
lose
item for
players
their 15th
because it's
anniversary,
like
and then during the era they
like a
released like a pretty
billion-dollar
boring and
company.
horrible video, and then now a few years later they're reusing it for an event. Just overall, some very disappointing stuff going around, and it was kind of angry at Roblox for just being kind of lame once again and appealing to investors, because that's what they're doing around this era. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of two pretty good Rolls updates and changes recently. They're actually very good. So firstly, Blox News here tweeted out saying that Rolls has open sourced their voice chat machine learning model available for anyone in the gaming industry to build upon. So yeah, so pretty insane, and basically what this means is Roblox's like voice chat system and stuff like that is available for everyone now, like anyone can use it. And as we can see here, David Bazuki announced it here saying, "We're also sharing our first open source model, which we're making available for commercial use. We hope to provide an industry baseline to accelerate the value development of new ML models for voice safety. So yes, it's pretty insane, and we've never really seen Roblox do anything like this before, where they literally just gave it out to the public saying use it however you want, which is pretty wild and pretty good from Roblox. I haven't really seen Roblox do anything like this before, and it's pretty crazy to see that they're just giving away for free, to the public. Pretty cool from Roblox, and a very cool move, I can't even lie. And speaking of good updates, next we also did this thing where RDC tweeted out saying, group owners will now be able to set specific percentage splits for each experience rather than solely using group payouts. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it's also very good for developers, because obviously when you're paying out people for like a game and a bunch of developers, every developer in person is probably going to have different percentages. The main owner is probably going to have a bigger percentage, people who built the map are going to have a lower percentage, some devs are going to have a higher percentage, and it's obviously very annoying before because you had to calculate all of it and then group pay it out, and it was just like a whole mess, But now, it's super simple. You can literally just go to your group, set percentages for every, player, developer, whatever, and then they'll all get paid equally based on the percentages.
Nice.
Which is pretty crazy. And over the past few days or so, Roblox released two pretty good things for developers. And
Good
just
things,
in
at least
general,
it's
for
good. At least
I guess.
Roblox put some
They gave it
good
like their voice
things.
chat thing for free, open source, which
Good
is crazy.
updates
And they added this pretty
for
good thing
developers, all
just to
the
make
stuff,
it easier
etc.
for developers. Pretty good from Roblox. They didn't have that whole embarrassing thing at the start of the video, but they are.
When the internet said Red Lobster's going away,
Oh. Ad.
Kind of coming back slowly, which is very good to see. And also with that, RC followed up on that tweet announcing some more stuff where they said additional rating. With the recent addition of being able to manage your group revenue within the Creator Hub, we also integrated features including one-time payout to your collaborators, recurring percentage payouts so you can do it over and over again, and defined percentage payouts per experience. So yeah, in general, just a very good updates to our developers and Roblox in general, and it's a very good move for Roblox. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of one of the weirdest and most random things I've ever seen in all of Roblox. I can't even believe this is a real story, but it is. So Blogs Media here to us saying, in celebration of Video Game Day, PETA, a company that defends the rights of animals, decided to host a protest against H&M's fashion show for the treatment of animals. The protest was held inside of Roblox, the video below. So yeah, I know this sounds super insane and super crazy, so let me break down what's going on. So if you guys aren't aware, PETA is like a company that protests for like animal cruelty and stuff like that. And they're a big company. They usually do protests, in real life. That's always been like what they do. However, what they're doing now is they're going into Roblox collab games and protesting against the companies in their respective Roblox game, which is so insane. How did it reach the point on Roblox where number one, these brands are even joining Roblox in the first place, but then number two, people are going into these brand games protesting against them. This is the most
I would say protesting in brand games is not that good.
And it actually is a real thing.
Like when
they
you're
posted a video on
protesting
their
like a
official
game, it's like
Instagram
not
or
good.
whatever, and it did
Though-
pretty insane. It has like
Though
7,000
sometimes
likes,
it's like
and
good
this is
or
like a real
whatnot.
thing
There's
that they were
good or
actually
bad
doing.
things.
And in general, it's one of the most bizarre and crazy things I've seen on Roblox in a while. Because usually in Roblox we have seen protests, but they're usually just like jokes or for like Roblox drama. But
Jokes,
this
yes.
is like serious real life, protests that they're doing in Roblox, which is just like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And anyways, with that being said, our last story of Roblox avatars are getting out of control. So over these past few months or so, it's been going on for a while. There's been like a UGC trend where people just try to make the biggest avatars possible. And there's been like a cycle. They always come around after like a few months, and they go popular, and then they get deleted, and it just happens over and over again. And we're at that start of the cycle where it's happening again. As we can see here, this person posts on the Reddit another massive UGC item. And this person is like a big fish, I guess, and they occupy like the entire map. It's actually
that
crazy.
seems
and they're actually, like,
weird.
blocking players' views and stuff, which is like it's actually like gives people an advantage.
In a
And also with
Roblox
that being said,
game,
there's been more, like
because the UGC
medium-sized
item is
avatars,
like
too
massive.
Big, but as you can see
It's
here,
probably like a
people have been
glitch.
doing
They're probably gonna
avatars
patch
that
it up.
still take up massive space, but not as big
Oh,
as the
there's
first
one in Please
And in
Donate.
general right now, there's a bunch of these going around.
Yeah, I saw
where
some
they just
avatars
are
in Please
massive
Donate.
avatars, and there's a bunch of ways around it. That fish one that I showed you is probably the biggest one I've seen in a while. It takes up like the entire map. And also this cat one, which is not as big, but still. And most of the time these are pretty funny to see. However, a lot of times people actually troll with these items and actually like annoy people. But in general, pretty funny to see. And there's a lot of these going around right now, and it's getting kind of out of hand and out of control. But anyways, that being said, if you enjoyed it, check out
I
to
saw
find
like
out
the
why
biggest
Rose is
one.
another major issue.
Like
I'll see you
biggest
next one.
avatar item. Like that is massive. Anyway guys, enough for the video. If you want to see more giving content and more reviews, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, see you next episode, buddy. And goodbye. Toodaloo. Bye bye.